In this video, Rick and Sharon are going to talk about their 10-day trip to northwestern Pennsylvania and then New York State.
We covered over 1,000 miles on this trip, so we got to see an awful lot of beautiful scenery from the highways, but particularly beautiful were the side trips to some of these vistas in the areas that we were at. Kettle Creek particularly. It was so calming to sit up on top of those mountains and just look at those majestic views and not have to think about all the crisis and everything else with the pandemic that's going on in the world around us day to day when we're home.
I was real happy to leave the flies behind us in Kettle Creek State Park. Buttermilk Falls State Park was very nice. The waterfall was beautiful. The campground, there was no electric, so we had to use our generator. But it cooled off a little. It wasn't as humid, so we didn't really need the air that much. But it was a nice place, nicely tense there. But it was very nice. This campground was different from most places we go because it was very close to the town right there. And you could hear the traffic on the roads. It was funny, we actually saw somebody order takeout and they had it delivered to their tent. I was cracking up.
In addition to our trips to the vistas, one of the other areas that was really beautiful was when we were up in the Cayuga Lake area in New York, in the New York wine country. And one of the things that, of course, we had to do was go to one of the wineries and do a wine tasting. Our choice randomly was to go to Long Point Winery, which is on Lake Road in Aurora, New York. And then we realized that we were only 9.5 miles away from the tallest single drop waterfall east of the Rocky Mountains.
Then we headed further up north to Selkirk Shores, which is on Lake Ontario. Lake Ontario was impressive. It's huge. It looks like an ocean. We were only there one night. It was interesting. We had a tent camping next to us, and they actually had a parrot with them, and I took a little video of that. Never camped next to a parrot before. That was kind of cool. And our last stop was Cring Point State Park, which is on the St. Lawrence River. And I believe it's maybe 5 miles from Canada. So you're way up there. Actually, they have a Canadian flag and an American flag there. The campground was beautiful. It even had a laundromat there. I really, really enjoyed it there. And we went to see Bull Castle. So it was great there. So after 8 days on the road, we headed back home, and of course we had some issues traveling back.
See Rick and Sharon's misadventures in this next video.